Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning and welcome to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's a distinct pleasure to bid you good morning wherever you are. Today is it's exactly 7:02 and today is the 17th of January. Muy buenos días compañeros, un gran gusto saludarles hoy por la mañana, donde sea que se encuentren. Tenemos confirmado que nos ven en San Pedro. Buenos días, San Pedro. ¿Cómo se encuentran hoy por la mañana? Un gran gusto saludarles. Esta mañana llovió tantito aquí en Orange Walk, pero me imagino que en San Pedro ya está saliendo el sol y se está componiendo el día, como dicen, y que van a tener un día precioso. Bueno, para el resto del país, yo creo que hoy, aunque llueva, aunque esté nublado, es un día más. Un gran gusto saludar a Delon, mi compañero. ¿Cómo estás, Delon?
Good morning, and welcome to the Sugar City Morning Show. I'm doing just fine. My name is Dylan Jones. It's a blessed morning, kind of wet and cool. When I say wet, I don't mean soaking wet, really damp. Dampish, wettish, you know. But cool morning in Orange Walk, and I must say, thank God for another beautiful day. Here, truly blessed to be here. Emmanuel?
That's exactly right. Well, we'll continue with our prayer, which we have always done for the past 2 years or so, and today is no exception. Padre, te damos las gracias por todas tus bendiciones. Hoy por la mañana reconocemos de que nos diste el milagro de la vida. Pudimos despertarnos, desayunarnos, caminar y venir a chambear. Es algo muy importante porque ganamos el dinero honestamente y dignamente. Gracias por esa capacidad que tenemos, Padre. Te damos las gracias por todo lo que haces por tu gente, Padre. Nos bendices, nos perdonas, nos proteges, provees para nosotros de una forma u otra. Por ese gran amor que tienes para nosotros, Padre, muchas gracias. Lo reconozco que tú me amas, me quieres y haces todo por mi bien. Padre, te pido que continúes bendiciéndonos. Te pido, Padre, como siempre, para aquellas personas que están pasando por tiempos difíciles. Las personas enfermas, que están en los hospitales, en sus casas, en las calles, aquellas personas con hambre, sin dinero, sin idea de por qué viven. Confórtalos, Padre, consuélalos, guíalos hacia ti, para que se den cuenta que nada más es a través de ti que se logra lo que es la felicidad y la paz. Padre, bendícenos todos hoy por la mañana y que hoy tengamos un bonito día. Te bendecimos y glorificamos siempre. Amén.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel, for those words and prayers, encouraging words and prayers, I must say. So, with that, at 7:07, we turn to the weather report for today. Tuesday, the 17th of January, 2007. And it says here, general situation, a moderate but somewhat gusty easterly to southeasterly airflow reveals cloudy, 24 forecast, cloudy at times with a few showers, mainly along coastal and northern areas this morning. Decreasing this afternoon, partly cloudy tonight with isolated showers. Winds will be blowing east to southeast at 10 to 20 knots with occasional higher gusts. The sea state moderate, becoming locally rough at time. There is a caution out for operators of small craft should exercise caution. The further weather outlook for Wednesday and Wednesday night is for partly cloudy skies with only isolated showers developing. The temperatures on the coast, the highest today, 28 degrees Celsius, 83 degrees Fahrenheit, Inland 30 degrees Celsius, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And in the hills, 22 degrees Celsius, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. The lows for tonight on the coast, 26 degrees Celsius, 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Inland, 21 degrees Celsius, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And in the hills, 18 degrees Celsius, 65 degrees Fahrenheit. There will be a low tide at 7:47 a.m. and a high at 1:40 p.m. And another low for tomorrow at 8:06 p.m. and a high at 1:41 a.m. The sunrise at 6:26 a.m. and sun will set at 5:39 p.m. The moon set at 10:18 a.m. and the moon will rise at 10:41 p.m. We now turn it over to Emmanuel to give us his report in Spanish.
De nuevo, buenos días. Este es el reporte del tiempo para hoy, martes 17 de enero. Este reporte fue generado a las 6 de la mañana y dice la situación general. Un flujo de aire algo fuertito y es proveniente del este y del sudeste, está controlando nuestro clima. ¿Qué quiere decir eso? Para las siguientes 24 horas, nublado por momentos con algunos chubascos, esencialmente sobre la costa y por las áreas del norte. Esto es aquí, hoy por la mañana. Entonces, disminuyendo por la tarde, parcialmente nublado hoy por la noche con chubascos aislados. Los vientos este-sudeste de 10 a 20 nudos con ráfagas ocasionalmente más fuertes. El estado del mar moderado, pero es posible que pueda estar súper agitado por momentos. Por esa razón, hay esta advertencia para estas pequeñas embarcaciones que por favor ejerzan mucho cuidado durante sus viajes en el mar abierto, porque tan de repente se les puede presentar una situación bastante peligrosa. Se espera que para mañana miércoles, y sí, mañana ya es miércoles, y miércoles por la noche, vamos a estar viendo cielos parcialmente nublados con chubascos aislados. Las temperaturas, las altas para el día de hoy, por la costa 83, en el interior 86 y por las colinas 72 grados. Las bajas por la noche por la costa 78, en el interior 70 y por las colinas 65. Estamos viendo un ascenso en temperaturas hasta que lleguemos al fin de semana, donde vamos a ver de que va a estar bastante caluroso el viernes, sábado. De lo que estoy viendo yo, puede estar bastante caliente este fin de semana. Bastante. Pero, eventualmente creo que como ya para la siguiente semana, ya vamos a estar viendo otro frente de frío que va a causar obviamente un descenso en las temperaturas. Las mareas, una marea baja a las 7:47, una marea alta a las 1:40, otra marea baja a las 8:06, una marea alta a las 1:41, y eso es el miércoles. El sol salió hoy a las 6:26, el sol se oculta hoy a las 5:39, compañeros. La luna igualmente se oculta a las 10:18 hoy por la mañana y sale de nuevo a las 10:41 hoy por la mañana. Le damos las gracias a Forecast Gordon por esta información y también para aquellas otras personas trabajando en el Met Service que se esmeran, ¿no?, para traernos estos pronósticos del tiempo desde muy temprano. Y rápidamente quiero hacer un chequeo en lo que es el pronóstico para los siguientes 4 días. Si me permiten.
I mentioned something really cold fun.
Until next week.
Next week.
Until next
So they get in time with Washington.
Get in time. Yes. Brush out the roads and things. Sí, el miércoles mañana máximo. Estos son pronósticos, 90 grados al interior, para el jueves 91, el viernes 93, y estamos en enero todavía aún, y el sábado 94. Y claro, las bajas también están subiendo, y lo que van a estar para el sábado hasta 73 grados como una baja para el interior del país. Ya luego domingo, lunes, martes, continuamos con tantito de esto, pero tan de repente viene un frente de frío y nos va a bajar la temperatura de nuevo. Delon.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel, for that weather report in Spanish. It's 12 after 7 o'clock. We'll take a commercial break and we'll be right back.
We told you about our new data plans. Here's how you can buy. Starting December 12th, to purchase a 75 megabyte plan, simply text data S to 400. For a 200 megabyte plan, text data M to 400. For a 500 megabyte plan, text data L to 400. For a 1200 megabyte plan, text data XL to 400. And for a 2500 megabyte plan, text data XXL to 400. For more information, visit digicel.bz/more data. Feel the rush with Digicel's new data plans. When you feel it, you'll feel it. Feel the rush.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get buff.
Listen up, Belize. Digicel will be launching its brand new 4G LTE network in December of this year. But to enjoy the super fast LTE mobile data speeds, you are going to need three things. First, you will need an LTE capable device, Band 2 or 17. If you're not sure whether your device is LTE capable, you can simply check your phone settings. And if you plan on getting a new phone, be sure to ask if the phone is LTE capable and has the right band, 2 or 17. The second step is to change your old SIM card to the new USIM to be able to experience maximum LTE speeds. Beginning November, BTL will swap out the USIMs free of charge for everyone who has a 4G LTE device. All SIM cards will continue to work as per usual, but you won't be able to enjoy the full 4G LTE experience. And the last step? Well, the last step is to get a data plan. Whether you're a prepaid or a postpaid customer, we have plans to suit you. So no one has to miss out on the Digicel 4G LTE revolution. So, LTE capable device, USIM cards, data plan. Let's get ready for the December launch.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers in all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Johnny Briceño and the PUP went to Belmopan to declare all their assets to the National Assembly. But did they declare everything? Yes, Johnny. Bring back the people's money.
Buster. They see you and how you're living. Buster. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Buster. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Buster. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 17 after 7. Yesterday, Papa and me feature a piece on the news today. Well, from Friday, no? From the house meeting, and just, I don't know if we should have mentioned it, but you should. Honorable Urban Contreras mentioned something to the effect about the Progressor Road and the contracts with the EU and the money's last, no?
Yes, and I will just quote him, and he says, the European Union has processes and procedures and strict deadlines for the use of funds. If the deadlines are missed, these funds become unavailable under the AMS program, which is the accompanying measure for sugar. Funds have been unavailable for the upgrade of the Orange Walk Tongue to Progressive Village Road, which a contract was given. This contract had been given to the Bella Vista Group. The project was a failure due to the design flaws and issues with the contractor. The Corozal Tongue bypass for a total length of 9 miles, funds totaling 19 millions, became unavailable due to the late submission of design. This only begins to explain the reason why that Progressor Road was never built. I heard a call yesterday or the day before, I don't know when, but on a number of occasions people have called in and said, but what about the Progressor Road?
Yeah,
Yes, they're in a terrible situation. But at the end of the day, the representative for that area is?
The giant, the sleeping giant.
Okay. Will he do anything for that? Okay. And politics being what it is, those representatives or those persons who have the money will take the money to their areas. And if you don't have anybody from that division,
They stand up for you.
stand up for you,
You don't get left about.
it's left out.
But the manual,
And it's a tough situation for the people from these areas because they need their road. Now, the European Union had come in, had given this contract to the Bella Vista Group. I gathered that these people had some flaws in their system, could not produce, the project did not materialize. It was left not even a tenth of a way. I think they only did measurements and some stuff. And then I think that there was a big problem with the way they handled the project. And the European Union waited and waited and waited. And after, because of the strict measures that Mr. Contreras is referring to, they decided last year, I think, to cancel the project and to leave
the Progressor Road.
the Progressor Road. They're not doing it. So it will have to be done through another source, or perhaps convince the European Union to come back and do it.
But let's look at this other half from a different angle. What government they pay people for?
What you mean?
People employed by government, all these engineers and technicians. Because check this out. I mean, remember, I think you were here when we had, I think it was last election. We had Mr. Martinez from Sugar Board was here on the show, and he announced that monies have been approved for the pavement of the road, the shortcut, the bypass for reach Corozal border. I think it's San Pedro to your chain and in place, the Pachacan, no? Road there. And he said that monies don't get approved for that, but they say, okay, the Corozal Tongue bypass for a total length of 9 miles, funds totaling 11 million for this project, became unavailable due to the late submission of designs drawing compound by differences in views between the GOB and EU with regards to the road designs. However, GOB discussion, the money gone because of the late submission of the road.
Submission of design. Why? Because there were some differences between the government of Belize and the European Union as to the design of the road. But put that one side, because at the end of the day, there's a new agency, IFI, who will be funding that project.
I know I hear about the new agency, because you know what? The reckoning are late again.
Oh, I see your point. Well,
the point is that if you have people to work, the government, they pay people for work to do these things.
So what you're aiming at? Are we bogged down with too much bureaucracy?
I think we're bogged down with a lot of people where they play crazy. Do your job. You understand me?
Yeah, it might be true.
Do your job, because so if the European like this, you get paid to do this road, you're the architect, you're the engineer. Sit down and do it over today. So we could submit it 2 days from now again. Make necessary, but you know what? That's the thing where I don't understand. How we miss $11 million to fix free money? You follow? Free money. I know I sit down here and just make, because the minister read it, then no, we have to get to say this a while and say at the talk like PUP in days, but these are facts within these facts that need mention in my view. $11 million of free money. All you have to do is comply with finance standards. And if you submit that and they don't like it, do it again. You got deadlines, do it again. So we don't know who then pay if you do it and why then they pay them if they can't get it.
I can't elaborate and join in on, because I don't know what those differences. I don't know what those differences.
The difference is the man say with GOB and the EU with regards to the road design. I'm right. Fine, we understand that, but Papa, if you work for somebody and they tell you do a proposal and the people don't accept the proposal because you have to make adjustments, what you gonna do? You go back and do it over?
To suit who? To suit you or to suit them?
Them, the free money.
So regardless if it's not what you want, you still accept it?
Not really, but I don't see how.
So you see, and that's the point we're not sure of.
Maybe I don't see how fixing a road could be so difficult. Well, unless the EU want freeway.
Like I said, we don't know what that basic
overpass.
We don't.
unless they want overpass, but
we
I
don't know what
so.
that difference is. So.
All I need to do the heist the road, widen the road. You see when they do the one coming into Belize from Ladyville, when they reach for some of the road that they saw, it feel nice so to take the curve and then widen and dip on a slant, because of the international standards. You've been to the US, but the only Belize got flat road, you know. When you take a curve, the Belize you go so.
And then you slide.
You flip, because vehicle technically now international highway, when you take a curve, you find yourself to go up on one slope, one high, you know, height, and that's how the road feel coming from Ladyville to the bridge, the Halover Bridge, because of standard. So I maybe like you're correct, you're right, you're correct. You said that we don't know what that is different, but you know what? Now I can wait for make the PUP tell you what that is the problem, because my point that I made, pay if you do that. Sit down there till you get it done, unless like you say. You're correct by saying, I have to agree with you that we don't know what they want. What if the man them want toll bridge and toll and overpass and bypass and the tunnel and anything? We don't know.
I don't think so.
I'm just saying. But they kind of mistake, yeah? They kind of late entry here because of some reason that cost $11 million at Fremont. That road if you don't pay because we hear it from last year, and I understand testing was done already on that road and everything, you know.
This is the road from the entrance of Corozal to the border. That's it?
No, the bypass.
Or the bypass, the Yochen and the Changchen and that area?
That 9 miles.
Okay, that's the one.
Yeah, that shaman done already for 2 man. We shaman stopped at some fancy restaurant, chewed up on the way and eat and eat chicken soup and eat ceviche out of touch and patitas. You know? Village life. But no, because of late thing and they can't agree. They can't make that mistake there. Can't. Sorry.
There's a pressing issue. And that is, where in the world are these American grenades coming from? I was shocked out of my wits when yesterday on the news I'm watching it. I said they found another American grenade. No. What in the world would people want grenades for? Grenades are what is used in wars.
To kill the enemy.
Wars to kill the enemy.
Enemies.
So you question, a grenade out on the streets is a super dangerous weapon that can easily kill, I don't know, 25 up to perhaps 100 people, depending on how many are in the area.
Yeah.
Apart from the physical damage it can do. So you wonder, what are grenades doing out in the streets
of Belize?
Okay, and where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? Are they being imported from the U.S., brought in? Through, how are they being brought in? In barrels?
I mean, no. Could be from the border side though. Sugar City Morning Show, hello.
Hi, good morning. My name is Janice Ely. I'm calling from Social Security. I wanted to call in to inform the public on a public consultation we will be having in Orange Walk today.
Okay, this is from where you're calling, I'm sorry? Can you repeat your name and where you're calling from, miss? Did we lose them?
She lose we? We never lose she. I think it's about the consultation.
Yes, I know it's consultation, but who is consulting?
Me, no.
Well, I hope that the person who called can please call us back again and tell us. We only had the ability of listening to inviting the people to a consultation.
Right now.
Okay.
I think it's them calling back.
Okay. Let's wait for that call to come in.
Yeah, wait, sit down.
Okay, he gone. Okay.
Here we go. Okay. Sugar City Morning Show, hello?
Hello?
Yes, we lost that call. Go ahead, please.
Hi, good morning. I'm sorry I got disconnected.
Okay, just hold on to the line, mine, you'll get hurt. Go
ahead, ma'am.
Lower the volume on the television and just speak to us through your phone. All right, hello.
Yes, now. Gone again.
Can you hear us? I don't know where she's calling from, but it's a direct line, not a prepaid number. Hello? Yeah, if you listen to us on the television, please lower the volume of your television speak to us directly in the phone, and then we will communicate better. When you listen to the television, there's a couple seconds delay, and that's the reason why you're waiting to hear what we're saying and waiting to hear what you don't want to do that, all right? So just lower your television and speak to us directly in your phone, and let us have a regular conversation.
Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so sorry about that.
No problem.
The call keeps cutting off.
Yes, ma'am. You said there's a consultation process. Can you talk to us more about that?
Yes, I am calling, one, to remind the public the Social Security staff members will be in Orange Walk today. And I'm not sure if you're aware or if, we are doing a series of public meetings. We have invited the public. So far, we have done PG Independence and yesterday Corridor. We have invited the public to discuss and start the conversation surrounding the benefit and financial structure.
What time will the consultation begin and where?
The consultation will begin at 10 o'clock a.m. this morning.
Where at?
It will be at the Social Security Board office, branch office.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So I wanted to call in. I am discussing a different matter, but I also wanted
Oh, no, but we have spoken openly about this on a show. And I have invited people on my own to visit, to do the to attend the consultation. But I did not know when and I did not know where. So I'm glad you called. The only thing is that
today, January 17, 10 a.m. at Orange Walk branch office, and we invite the public. We want to hear what you think. We want to gain feedback on the matter because it affects all of us as Belizeans.
yes, and because it's such an important matter, I think that we're going to talk about it. We're going to advise the people. We're going to pass on the message. Okay, and we're going to assist in that respect.
Excellent. I greatly appreciate that.
Thank you. Sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is the same issue when they discuss Papa the pay on for 19 or long, and when he retire, you know the no get the man Bex's one. Well, we come up with something.
It's such a pity that I have something to do today, or else I would go.
But I can't believe you missed that.
God.
Put off that something.
You see, what I will say at this moment, I don't care, but at 7:35, on the very same day the consultation is going to happen, they gave us a call.
What a coincidence.
This should have been on the news. This should have been.
Then I get then sorry Miss Lady for mashing too, but then I get 10 people in.
I get 10 people, and those 10 people are maybe don't even have an idea what's going on, or maybe they do. I don't know.
Then take that back and say we've been to Orange Walk for consultation. You never come to Orange Walk.
I wish I would have given this more importance. Good. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hi. Morning. I just wanted to call back to clarify a few information.
Yes.
We did invite. We have sent out a flyer in the newspaper. Amanda, Guardian reporter. We have had it on various radio stations, broadcasting it on love. We have in each district we try to broadcast it on their local stations.
Well,
so
can I interject?
People in the district.
Can I interject?
It was on the news.
Can I interject?
Yes, sir.
Myself and Mr. Usher are the owners of local radio station, and the only time we have our Social Security that one time we late with the payment.
I'm sure that's not the only time.
I'm telling you, I'm being honest with you. I'm saying it publicly because, listen to me, you all have this tendency of putting everything on Love FM, which is fine. You spend your money how you want, but when it comes to the districts, you need to understand that the culture is different. People support and listen to their local radios a lot, and if you were putting it on the local radio, not I'm saying that you didn't put it on one, then we would have gotten it, and then you would have gotten a better result. Now, all Emmanuel is saying is that today, hours before the consultation, then everybody know there's a consultation. It doesn't work that way. It's not right. That's all we're saying.
No, definitely not, and I completely understand that. And maybe in the future, Social Security definitely needs to develop better relations with the media.
And don't
play an influential role.
Don't play.
I just wanted to clarify that there were other avenues which we tried to advertise and which we tried to publicize. Even in the branches, we have asked the branch offices to reach out to their employers, to the employees that come in on a regular. So we have tried different avenues. I just wanted to my purpose of calling in this morning was just to reinforce, to send a quick reminder for those who...
We appreciate that. We appreciate
it very much, but only in our view, in our sight, it's not really like a reinforcement, it's like informing.
Because we just didn't know.
We just didn't know, I mean, and we're one of the number one leading media in Orange Walk. Nortevision, Universal Radio, we're on top of our game, you understand?
Right.
And we don't know.
This is always better to improve.
Ma'am?
This is definitely whenever in the future
Ma'am?
we would do...
Ma'am, maybe I can suggest that for the future. You see, Nortevision Channel 10 is the only channel that is on air for the villages of Orange Walk. Okay? There's people don't watch any other channel, people who don't have cable. Okay? So this is number one on air. So maybe for the future you can give us some announcements.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I had to stick that one in.
No, I'm just being real with her.
Yes, yes.
You know
and to think that I just, what was it, last week?
We made that one.
I spoke about it
because we saw it on the news.
Yes, and
but let me clarify this. The information was put out on the news that this consultation will be happening.
And then,
but we got to a point on the show last week that we didn't know when it was going to come to Orange Walk or go any other places. Now, I always say, please don't take it the other way. We know that it's a couple hours from before the consultation, and we take time to invite people to come on out to the Social Security Board, which I see would be a little bit difficult because of the work schedule this morning with people, no? But this morning we hope that the consultation will be packed nice because
we're hoping for the best. Because that's what we want.
It's going to be a very good discussion. I imagine, we're talking about your benefits,
Exactly.
If you should pay more, forget more, or
exactly.
Emmanuel was explaining last week about the group of people who should be getting more, but where will the money come from to give them more for the next set that will go on retirement? We had people texting all the way from the U.S. Remember saying that in the U.S. you don't get no money from your Social Security until retirement.
Exactly.
And there was another payment plan out of a salary to take care of the sick, and so we were discussing it at full length last week. But all we're saying is that, like many other departments in the government, Emmanuel, you all really and truly lack some serious public relation in getting out your message here, and not make something bad happen amongst the midst, because everybody want to know free of cost.
Exactly.
So no way telling mandate for telling you good. That's all we're saying. We take a commercial break, and we'll be right back. It's 7:41.
Government investment in sporting and recreational facilities countrywide continues under the Belize Infrastructure Limited. In the Cayo District, the Victor Galvez Recreational Park, the Falcon Field Basketball Court, and the Santa Elena Football Field are all completed and being enjoyed by the community. The Benquevejo Marshallek Football Stadium is under construction, and residents are eagerly anticipating its completion. In Dangriga, the upgrading of the Carl Ramos football field is complete and ready for matches. while the construction of the Dangriga Indoor Court and Multipurpose Facility is well underway. In Punta Gorda, the residents are already enjoying the upgraded Toledo Union football field, while the PG Indoor Court and Multipurpose Facility is progressing on schedule. The government is committed to building vibrant communities. Your vision, our mission. The government of Belize.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Hey DigiFans, to celebrate the launch of our brand new 4G LTE network, we are giving you more data in almost all of our prepaid plans. Starting December 12th, you can enjoy 2 new data plans, all designed to give you more. Get a 200 megabyte plan for just $4. And for you data lovers, now you can get a mega plan with 2,500 megabytes for only $40. Also enjoy more data to our $10 and $30 data plans. Now you get more data for your dollar. And unlike the other guys, we are not charging you more for LTE speeds. Because with Digicel, data is data. So go ahead and feel the rush of Digicel's new data plans. When you feel it, you'll feel it. Feel the rush.
Assertive, balanced, and charismatic. From economist, head of department, and trade union leader to city leader, Zenaida Moya now leads discussions on national issues geared toward the economic prosperity of Belize. Tune in to Norte Vision every Wednesday at 8 p.m. for diverse, empowering, and informative discussions on the Zenaida Moya Show.
Across the country, development and transformation continue under this government. The new Guanacaste roundabout at the junction of the Hummingbird and the George Price Highways is complete and one to be proud of. The George Price Highway is being rehabilitated from the Belmopan Junction to Benque Viejo. There will be a new baking pot bridge and upgrade of the Caracol Road. Also, the new Macal River bypass and bridge will be completed by March 2017. In the Belize district, the work has already started from the Hallover Bridge to the Philip Golson Airport, and funding has now been secured for the new link road to span the Belize River starting from behind Gentrack and coming out at Mile 8 on the George Price Highway. A $40 million UK grant has been secured for the paving and aligning of the coastal road and construction of new bridges. Under this same grant, the Philip Golson Highway will be improved between Orange Walk and Corozal. This government continues to work for the development of Belize. Your vision, our mission.
The best thing about having a home phone is the low rates. What's even more awesome is the free calls to all BTL and Digicel numbers. And the free international minutes are just unbelievable. Now I save even more with my Max bundle. And you know what? I save up to $100 every month because I bundle my internet and home phone.
Get your home phone for $30 when you bundle with internet and get more savings even on BTL's already slashed high-speed internet prices. What more can I say? It doesn't get any better than this. Bundle now and max your savings. Only with BTL.
BTL. It's all about you.
And welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. And
we get the real and leave it just now.
yes, we got a little bit. We digressed just a bit, but well, it was good because we're getting information in about the consultation process that is happening today. Remember that topic we were talking about last week about social security, and we'll be right back to that topic of the grenades in just a minute. But I think it's a commitment to the public, disseminating information to the public that gives, prompts me to tell you that today is the day when there's a consultation process going on. And it's going to begin at 10 o'clock this morning at the Social Security Board office in Orange Walk Town. ¿Lo voy a decir en español? No sé si se recuerdan que la semana pasada estuvimos hablando acerca de un tema. El tema era de que el Seguro Social está haciendo consultas por todo el país, consultas con la gente de Belice, acerca de ciertos temas muy importantes. Eso es, los beneficios, las contribuciones o cualquier otro cambio que quizás la gente piensa que debe de suceder. Estas consultas han sucedido en varios lugares y hoy es en Orange Walk. Hace ratitos, pues yo no lo sabía, ojalá lo hubiera sabido desde antes porque lo hubiera hubiera hablado más acerca de ello desde ayer o antier, no sé cuándo, o antier no, pero ayer. Pero lo que sucede es de que hoy va a ser la consulta. Si es que lo consideras importante que tú estés ahí, y lo debes considerar importante, porque si tienes algo que decir, si tienes algo que contribuir, y la semana pasada hablé yo extensamente acerca de las personas como yo, que empezaron a pagar, jóvenes a los 19, 20 años, empezamos a trabajar justo el tiempo cuando el Seguro Social se implementó, empezó a funcionar, y desde que entonces hemos estado pagando, desde el 81 hasta el día de hoy. Entonces, la pregunta es, cuando ya nos jubilemos, ¿qué tipo de recompensa, qué tipo de dinero vamos a estar consiguiendo de vuelta? Porque es nuestro dinero, porque no es un pago, es una contribución. ¿Ok? Ahí está el punto. Ellos lo están guardando y trabajando, lo están manejando para todas las personas. Pero al final del día, todo está subiendo, todo, pero los salarios y las pensiones no están subiendo. Sí hubo un incremento leve hace un poquito de tiempo, quizás hace un año, pero no fue sustancial. Así que hoy es la consulta. Si quieres, si yo te pido que vayas, si para escuchar o lo que sea, aquí en la oficina de Seguro Social, y empieza a las 10 de la mañana. A las 10, no a las 11, a las 10 de la mañana. Así que, nuestra invitación de parte del Seguro Social. Dylan, we were talking about them damn grenades. Sorry for the word. But my question is, what in the world are we doing with grenades? Where do they come from? Huh? Where are they coming from?
There's a possibility. I'm not saying it comes from there because I don't wanna. There's a possibility that it could have come from Guatemala. You know? Yeah, because the Guatemalans they use American stuff. Yeah, so there's a possibility. We're not sure, but I think that they could be traced though, because these grenades they have a serial number. They should have a number on there.
This is an American grenade.
They have a number. They must have a number on there that they could trace this number to see where it was manufactured and who was the one who had it legally last. You know, they have to have a number on it. They're not like.
This was on an supposedly an open lot on the road on the Chetumal Boulevard across the bridge going to the highway, and you wonder, why in the world would it be there?
Well, I can tell you how this thing works. Normally, the police have strategies whereby they work with these street guys, these gang criminal elements, and
getting information from
right, getting information, and then sometime maybe somebody would cut a deal and say, listen, if you let's go say like catch somebody with a little bit of marijuana and this person fair go to jail, and you know, and they say, boss, if you give me a little run, I could hand in a grenade or hand in a gun. That's why most of the time I find out police are not genius, police are not psychic for know that in that empty lot over them a gun.
It's just, obviously this came through somebody speaking.
Exactly.
Somebody
a
talking.
Gun there or a grenade there. So then the police would have telling the police would have use the discretion and say, you know what? You better get a grenade off of the street and we send you to jail if you want.
I don't think that grenade has been there at that place for weeks.
No, that's why I said, listen.
It was placed there just a couple hours before the police picked it up.
That's why I said it. You asked how more or less. This is why I could tell you how I know it worked. And then the police would talk to the whosoever in charge, and they say, listen, it's best to get a grenade or a gun off of the street and to lock up this man from at least stick a weed or what they call a roach. You know, and then that thing stay out there. So the police would say, all right, it would assure the person or the one in custody, if you do that, then I'll let you go. I don't get the clearance, all right. You just go put it somewhere, we are find it, and we are label it as found property, right? Our strategy where they use for clean up the streets, and it's good. It's good because you get it off of the street. So that's how you find out that thing usually in an empty lot. Gun find wrap up in an empty lot with bullets, you know, or.
So what you're telling me is that out of all possibility or probability, there's more.
Me not say that, but they mean that two they don't find for the new year.
It's two. The first one was found on the 3rd of January, right on Friday.
Directly people say that and you see the man they knock on my door and want to know where the rest there. God, they crazy like that, you know. I don't know say that, but that's how the system set up, Emmanuel, and it works in terms of cleaning up the street. You know, see, most of the time they find a machine gun in an empty lot, or they find 2 pounds of weed with some bullets in an empty lot, but nobody was arrested because somebody give it up. Somebody use it as a barter, negotiating tool.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If you catch me with some weed and I don't go to jail and I got some, I want to tell you, pass, call listen, lot of bad man bad, you know. Lot of bad man bad till when jail time come. And behave like Senor de los Cielos. No one get locked up and do anything to stay out of that 4x4. And that's the psychological effect of it. So, that's how you play out.
So then play bad till that moment.
Till that moment. When the law comes for you, bad boys, what you gonna do? When in the back there, all when they out there, the police are damn boy, their man. When in the back there, sir, yes sir, Mr. Cabo, inspect, So I just the nature of the beast. But let us hope that if there's more out there on the street and turn it in, please join. We join with the department of saying turn in these dangerous grenades because why a grenade go off, hurt a lot of people, kill a lot of people.
Oh, we see that on the movies. In the movies, one grenade, boom.
I mean, Boston Belize idea, but he never do really that damage to people. But if it burn some people, but the hole in the ground, tremendous.
Well, it says here that it can damage people it can injure people up to 300 yards away.
Wow.
I guess.
That's like, how much football?
That's almost 1,000 feet.
A football field, 100 yards, huh?
I don't know how much.
Like 3 football field.
Up to 300 yards away. Can kill or injure people up to 300 yards away.
Maybe I'm wrong, but that's like definitely a football field distance or limo.
That's a lot.
That's rough.
Okay. That's an indication of the situation, then we stand bad because what we need grenades for? I mean, I can't understand. I just can't.
And like I say, more serious that there's a second one for the year.
Personally, I believe, I don't know. I believe that there's more.
I believe so too. And I want to look fresh. Look beat up, look old.
Yes.
You need to know where they come from.
Was there a time when they even stole ammunition out of the warehouse in Ladyville, in Lowe's Bank Road?
Yes, there was. There was.
And that place is guarded so well.
Yeah, still McGowan some.
So it had to have been an internal thing.
But it's very important to go back to it again. I don't want to make it sound like script checker, but to me it is very important to find out where these grenades are coming from. Very important.
Well, grenades, but we're talking about grenades, yes, because of the extensive damage one can do. You might say, well, the same thing applies to guns. All these what is it? These high-potency, high-powered rifles. Of course, they can kill as well, and they can kill, faster and easier. Perhaps just bow, 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 and that's it. 3 men are dead. The same thing applies, but a grenade, by its very nature, explodes, and people who it's meant for and who it is not meant for, and that's the important thing, die. Innocent people will die. That's why I couldn't begin to understand why is it that anybody would want to throw a grenade in a carnival parade.
Why?
You know what I mean? Why anybody would want to do that in a carnival parade where people are having fun?
That's crazy.
I just couldn't begin to understand that. Just couldn't, I'm sorry. Pero así es la cosa. Estamos hablando aquí en serio, compañeros. Que sí, mucha gente diría, esos problemas de la ciudad de Belice con esa gente que está en esto, que está en el otro. Pues son indicaciones, son indicaciones de que pues ya tenemos ese elemento malo en Belice y que ojalá y no sea así, pero que estamos tan vulnerables aquí porque se puede extender, esa violencia se puede extender hasta hasta Orange Walk y hasta los otros lugares. Y tenemos que estar muy al tanto, vigilantes de que esto no suceda. Ahora, sé que estamos vulnerables a esas fuerzas del extranjero, de las gangas y los carteles y bueno, todo ese tipo de rollo. Que los salvatruchas esto, que los el otro. Gracias a Dios hasta el día de hoy estamos Belice es libre de todo esto. Pero hay que estar al tanto de estas indicaciones que nos indiquen que posiblemente, nos pueda indicar, de que el elemento ya está entrando. Ojalá y no sea así. Pero tenemos que estar al tanto y no estar ahí simplemente leyendo acerca de ello, viendo las noticias y no haces absolutamente nada. Hay que tomar acción. We need to.
Definitely. Somebody asked me what number I played last night. The number was 91.
Oh, really?
91 play. 91. So, you won, congrats. And the funny car 19 play Sunday, no? 1931 was a full jackpot.
1931? Yeah. Really?
Yep.
Well, me name by. Oh, yeah? Well, last week 51, 29, 26, 68, 82 play Friday, and then on Monday 91. Wow. And when then 3 start to play, believe me, December 31, 31, 47, Thursday 37, Friday 39, 37 the following 17th, the Tuesday, 34 the Thursday, 35 the Friday, and then the 30s, I think between 2 weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30s play 6 times. Anyway, guys.
Now where the people in the real up for now, because they don't want to serve in the 13th Senator early.
Well, I think that it's a reaction to what Godwin Holtz mentioned, that there's some legality that has to be done, some process that tells, and some people reacted, me included, negatively towards it because they said, oh, this 13th, 17th that won't take its place until perhaps maybe March, maybe June, and so forth, which I don't see the reason why. Personally, I don't see the reason why, and I'm going to talk openly about it. If the government has promised a 13th senator, and if the government has promised that, hey, we are going to make sure that there is that 13th senator, not just named and not just elected, but as is functioning as a senator.
But in our process, and I forgot through that.
Which other process do you know?
I don't know. The man they
So
said
how
they
can you
have a
talk?
process. They tell you what the man say. They got a process and they have to go through to get the man today.
Okay. If you were to begin to understand what that process is,
Listen to me, man. You're not going to have to argue. I just tell you what the man say. They got so what do me feel like I just voting the senator and then after that tomorrow you report to work?
why
Should it
not?
be like that?
Why not?
This is a new thing, pa.
Why not?
Our new thing you have to go through a process.
Why not?
Why should?
Much the same way that the person gets elected on the 4th of March, 3rd of March, and then the following day he's already as simple as that.
This is our new thing, man. After this, the 13th senator could go
Rob, go tell your granny that
They have
story.
to set up the whole system.
Ándale ese cuento a tu abuela.
They have to set up the system.
¿Oíste?
And then put
Ándale
it through
cuento
the
a tu
process.
abuela.
Why uno so hasty? Why uno so hasty? Why uno so hasty? Make the thing take a process. The man are reaching and sit down in a bench with due time. I know I agree with them when you go till December, but they don't say any chance the man. But March already, man. January, February, March, man. Right here, man.
You know the whole process, the whole reasoning
And your friend
behind,
Godwin?
and the whole reasoning,
Your friend?
and the whole reasoning. Oh please.
You're too far.
And the whole reasoning is that there's an NGO bill that is being discussed this Friday. And the irony of ironies is that the very senator elected by the NGO community
won't be there
to discuss the bill.
Because of the process.
And what is that process?
Me, don't know. I know that.
So you're defending it blindly. Okay.
Well, I defend it without eye.
No comments.
Without eye.
No comments.
Yeah, it's you know, I don't know. Why one song just because? Why one song just for getting it? When don't get the 13th senator already. Officially, he's not sworn in yet, but I just believe they have to set up the process. After this, the next 13th senator will walk 18 days after, but you can't go into something blindly. And I'll tell you, your friend Godwin was right. They have to go through the procedure. Correct?
You were saying? I'm sorry?
You were saying. But Osmani said the way we look at it, there is absolutely no reason why I should not be sworn in as early as the 20th of January. When the convention order takes effect, there is no reason to delay. Our NGO community has sent a letter to the Governor General last week informing him about the process that was followed, informing the Constitution that I be, I guess, formally appointed as sworn in as the senator representing the NGO community, that should be able to happen as of January 28th. So,
I'm hoping that Mr. Salas can be in by the 20th. I am just hoping that whoever it is that is 13th senator.
Mr. Salas is the 13th senator.
And whoever it is that may follow him.
Well, the procedure was not set up. The process was not set. Everything are done in a place, so you could get swearing after this right away. But for now, you have to.
Do you listen to yourself sometimes?
Well, I mean, you see, you sometimes you try to use reverse psychology, make you feel like you're crazy, but you're not crazy.
But the point I'm saying is very simple.
Yes, go make your point, sir.
Those processes that she's referring to were the government took time out to write those and to debate those and to analyze those and to work on those between the time that the teachers had their demonstration and the time that they So there was a period of about six weeks, a month,
Are
6
you sure?
weeks. Yes, when all of these things were put in place. Now, I don't know. And it might be a legitimate reason, it might be not a legitimate, but it might be just the logistical, just be a logistical outcome, like it or not. But the point is that he is sworn in as the 13th senator by the Governor General on the 20th of January, which is come 3 days on Friday. Then he will officially be a senator by then. He will be. So there's no denying that.
We need to stop that.
Okay?
We just say, relax.
So what process are you talking about?
The procedures.
You can't answer me, man.
Procedures, man. You want to answer you something I don't know?
Exactly.
All right? So don't ask me, I don't tell you I don't know, but something they hold back the man from getting at the seat, and you just have to take your process.
Okay, good.
But the man I reach him and stop worrying yourself, man. You get in there. And
Whoever it is that is the 13th.
no. Can't say whosoever it is. You got he right now. Like your friend right now.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord.
Your friend right now.
Yes, he's my friend.
That's right.
He is my friend.
All right. Calm down. Calm down, Papa. Yeah, but make the man get in there, in all seriousness, make the man get in there and start to do what you have to do, right? Yesterday, we know why you missed a flight yesterday. You fell up on a flight?
Oh?
You missed the flight?
Yeah.
How come you missed
Not me. My good friend sitting in front of me, eating his pancremas and peanut butter and jelly in front of me, have the braveness, huh?
Why? No, God, they can't even boy say right now that you me feel. Panales up the crew this morning. Play like you forget. So that's the reason why he need soda biscuit.
Exactly right.
And he pancremas and soda biscuit.
The day I see you dip into your pocket and take out $20 would be the day I will mark it on my calendar and set the loan.
Oh yeah, wait for that.
Exactly, that's my point. I'm still waiting.
Wait long time. You better lay down.
I'm sorry.
You better lay down. Why? So the flight, the first flight was, there was an inaugural flight yesterday, no? To Chatham Hall.
Yes, there was an inaugural flight. But, yes. But one of the things I want to talk about, apart from that, is, and I'd like to invite people to call in and talk to us, and especially those people who are not in those years between 55 and 60 years. I need to know if perhaps somebody from the Social Security is listening. What is the official retirement age for Belizeans, for Belizean males and females? I do have in front of me a copy of the Amandala. And this is, it says retirement age in Belize revisited. And this is, I'm discussing this for public information, really. And this is as late as the 8th of October last year, which is pretty recent, given that sometimes you have information that is so dated that you don't know if it still applies. But and this is in regards to the Social Security a consultation process that will take place today at 10 o'clock. Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people who, like I said, began paying Social Security way back in 1980, 81, whenever it began in its inception, are now beginning to get close to that ripe age of retirement. But I don't have it for sure when retirement is, if it's 60 or if it's 65.
You're not going to think necessarily when you could stop work 55, or wait till 65.
Well, 55 is only public service.
And then you wait till 60 to start to collect?
No. This is 55 is not. That's not so. 55 is for the public service. If you don't work for the public service, let me just quickly quote Evan here. He says there is a close correlation between a person's retirement age, pensions, and Social Security benefits in that they normally fall relatively close to each other. And that's the way it should be. Though a country's standard retirement varies, the norm is between the ages of 55 and 70 years. With some being higher, the retirement age for most countries in this region falls between 60 and 65 years. Belize, on the other hand, has one of the lowest mandatory retirement ages of 55 years for employees of the public service. And the public service is the largest employer in the country. So if you work for government, then you can retire at 55. obviously, that doesn't mean that you have to stop working because they can rehire you. Okay? The only other country with a similarly low retirement age of 55 years is Haiti. Now, the variations between the retirement age for public servants and the age at which a person can access Belize's Social Security benefits is wide, with the retirement age being 55 and the age for accessing Social Security benefits for being 60 for retired persons, and age 65 if you continue to work. So, let me repeat that. The variation between the retirement age for public servants and the age at which a person can access Belize's Social Security benefits is wide, with the retirement age being 55 and the age for accessing Social Security benefits being 60 for retired persons and age 65 if you continue to work. Now, this leaves a gap of 5 and even up to 10 years because they retired at 55, leading to a level of uncertainty to retirees. So this is the big question. Those in the private sector, according to the labor laws, may retire after attaining the age of 60 and after being employed for 10 years. So those in the private sector, like I'm in the private sector, according to the labor laws, may retire after attaining the age of 60. So I can retire at 60 after being employed for 10 years, but God knows I've been working all my life. Judges are given a little bit more time with the retirement of 65. But magistrates fall within the public service retirement scheme, which brings to mind the case which I think that went up to the Privy Council the other day. If judges from the Supreme Court have a retirement age, and if judges from the Appellate Court have a retirement age, and as best we know, there is no maximum age for judges of the appeals court. So let me go back. According to a memo dated 2010 from the Ministry of Education, teachers are allowed to work until 60 once they convey their decision in writing to continue in the teaching profession in advance. So, clearly, this says those in the public service can retire at 60. Is that right? Is Evan telling me the correct information there? Clearly, this is what he said. Clearly, it says quite clearly. Where is it? Those in the private sector, according to the labor laws, may retire after attaining the age of 60 and after being employed for 10 years. No. As clear as that, you don't want it. So, 60. This is one of the concerns, one of the debates, one of the items, one of the themes that are going to be discussed, that are going to be discussed, I imagine, retirement age at this consultation process that will be happening today at the Social Security Board at 10 o'clock. Okay?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, those people who have worked from 1980 up to 2015, 2016, and all the way up to perhaps 2020 will have given 40 years of work and contributions to the Social Security scheme, which after 40 years of working, from beginning from a year 20 years, you want to feel that, hey, you have a cushion on which to lie back on and say, tell her what, I've, thank God to the Social Security scheme, I can retire and I can live comfortably. One of the other topics of discussion will be, what if that money that you have, that you're getting, is not enough for you? What if you are on a sick?
The part where I don't like with the Social Security, I listen to it and everything, but the part I don't like that way, because you retire and you don't get any money from it, you can't work.
Well, that's exactly it. So
you can't work,
right.
Or if your husband dead and you collect half of what he left for you, only $300 a month, but you young and still in a shape, you're not cold, you're not old, you're not cold, and you have a lead gentleman on the side, you're married again, they stop give you the money. I don't check out anything there.
No, I don't either. And I think those are some of the topics that need to be discussed. And if si piensas que tú quieres ir y que lo que tú quieres presentar es de importancia, pues ve a la consulta. Aquí estamos hablando acerca de temas que nos afectan, ¿ok? Y que si te quedas con la boca callada y no dices nada, pues nunca se va a reparar la situación, nunca se va a componer la situación. Pero si te avientas a decir algo, entonces, y abrir tu boca, entonces, pues, tienes opción de que, hay posibilidad de que esto cambie, ¿no?
Yep. Definitely. So, that's the part where I don't really check out with you, but you have to tell them, to let them understand. That is why they have the consultation, no? The consultation, 10 o'clock this morning. It's a pity you won't be able to make it, Emmanuel.
Yes, I'll try my best, though.
All right, it's 8:25. We take our last break for
Yes.
the morning and then come back and wrap up on this end.
Why go anywhere else on vacation when an unforgettable experience awaits you right here in your own backyard? Explore southern Belize, home to the Cacao Trail, the historically rich Maya, and our illustrious southern heritage. Satisfy your sweet tooth with a cacao tour, relax by the river, or enjoy a basket weaving demonstration. Stop in for some delicious southern food. Come and enjoy some good old-fashioned southern hospitality. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
We told you about our new data plans. Here's how you can buy. Starting December 12th, to purchase a 75 megabyte plan, simply text data S to 400. For a 200 megabyte plan, text data M to 400. For a 500 megabyte plan, text data L to 400. For a 1200 megabyte plan, text data XL to 400. And for a 2500 megabyte plan, text data XXL to 400. For more information, visit digicel.bz/more data. Feel the rush with Digicel's new data plans. When you feel it, you'll feel it. Feel the rush.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
Listen up, Belize. Digicel will be launching its brand new 4G LTE network in December of this year. But to enjoy the super fast LTE mobile data speeds, you are going to need 3 things. First, you will need an LTE capable device, band 2 or 17. If you're not sure whether your device is LTE capable, you can simply check your phone settings. And if you plan on getting a new phone, be sure to ask if the phone is LTE capable and has the right band, 2 or 17. The second step is to change your old SIM card to the new USIM to be able to experience maximum LTE speeds. Beginning November, BTL will swap out the USIMs free of charge for everyone who has a 4G LTE device. All SIM cards will continue to work as per usual, but you won't be able to enjoy the full 4G LTE experience. And the last step? Well, the last step is to get a data plan. Whether you're a prepaid or a postpaid customer, we have plans to suit you. So no one has to miss out on the Digicel 4G LTE revolution. So, LTE capable device, USIM card, data plan. Let's get ready for the December launch.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers in all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Quite a lengthy discussion there, our presentation about the Social Security, the Social Security Board and their scheme. Papa, I guess I'm texting in Spanish and it's of great concern. They didn't even talk about it. You know, I wasn't here, you and Checky had mentioned and showed some pictures about some guys from the Mara Salvatruchas that escaped from Salvador. And
are these texts recent?
Yes, this morning. You can read the text. Somebody's a little bit.
Dice, buenos días, Dilon. Ahí va. Quiero pedirle un favor si puede compartir la foto de los de la pandilla que se escaparon del Salvador. Sé que hace unos días por mi área anduvo un hombre vendiendo unos aretes y yo nunca había visto este hombre por aquí. No se veía. Con Belicenio, please, necesito una foto para saber. Marcos Canul San Pablo. Este hombre se veía todo nervioso y había un señor en mi casa trabajando y vino a mi casa a venderlo. Dijo, por aquí está bueno, no hay bastante gente. La verdad sí me causó temor. Los beliceños conocen, no es de Belice, por eso ese esfuerzo, bueno, que la policía diera fotos de la gente, así nosotros podemos cooperar. Sí, yo entiendo tu punto, señor, entiendo tu punto perfectamente bien, pero desafortunadamente no sé si tenemos las fotos. Y yo creo que desde entonces que hablamos, yo creo que y pedimos por lo que fuera a ese momento, pedir a la policía que haga un rótulo con las fotos de las personas o esos papeles, esos flyers, esos voladores, ¿ok? Yeah. Que se usan para repartir información, que hicieran algo por el estilo. Pero me imagino que eso no se ha hecho por X razones. Yo no me ambiento a decir por qué no se ha hecho eso. Es muy probable que te tenga información ya confirmada que Y esos individuos pues ya los alcanzaron. No lo sé. No te estoy diciendo que ya los tienen de vuelta en la cárcel. Es muy probable que quizás ya saben dónde está este individuo, estos individuos, quizás no estén en El Salvador, pero están en Guatemala, pero ya saben dónde están. No lo sé. Así que no estoy defendiendo estas acciones de la policía por no darnos esas fotos. No sé, quizás esas fotos existen en un lado, pero nosotros aquí en la estación de televisión no lo
It
tenemos.
was on social media.
It was on the social
Yes,
media?
it was all over.
The photos?
About 9 or 10 persons, no?
Okay.
The photos were all over, all Hispanic looking fellows from Salvador. Young, middle age, and try breaking news. Try, I think it was on breaking news.
Really?
Yeah.
Pues, señora, como no le puedo dar esa información, pero vamos a intentar buscar esas fotos y pasárselo. Pero
can you
de
tell
toda
her,
probabilidad
can you
de
tell her that
que
if she feels unsafe, she could always call 911 and make a report of a stranger in the neighborhood. Crime Stoppers will take no long to reach. 911. And a new pickup.
así que no le puedo dar esa contestación, esa respuesta, señora. Lo que sí le puedo decir es que no, yo sé que usted está preocupada. Yo lo entiendo. Tiene toda la razón por ser. Pero de toda probabilidad no creo que lo sea. Quizás sea alguien que...
There you go.
Ahí está.
But she wants to sit there.
¿Por qué no le enviaste tú estas fotos a la persona que te mandó el correo?
I don't know if they have Facebook.
Bueno, ese asunto está fuerte de mi mano,
Eso
¿ya?
viene directo de...
Tú lo tenías, tú se lo podías haber enviado.
Eso viene directo del control, ¿sabes?
¿Mm?
Eso viene directo del control.
Pues yo no sé qué quiere decir con directo del control, pero al final del día, tú lo tenías las armas dentro de tus manos para contestarle.
I don't know if you have. If you have WhatsApp, let me know and then I'll send it for you. It's not a problem. But
Okay.
I wish we could have shown it on the television. You know, it says 10 guys. Highly dangerous. So, Mara Salvatruchas gang members.
Entiendo de que alguien fue atropellado ayer aquí en Orange Rock, ¿sí? ¿No?
Yep. Somebody get knocked down. Hold on, it say, let me read this text here. It say, let me just get to this text quickly. Oh man, come on, phone. Okay. If a man and his wife paying Social Security Board and the man die, she collect his benefit. Now the wife is unretired, and Social Security Board told her can't collect her benefit. What up with that? What?
Hold on, read it again.
A man
Read
and
it.
a wife, they collect pay Social Security. The man dead. So
But the man and the wife are paying Social Security.
The man dead.
The man dead.
And the wife collect for Social Security.
The woman collected.
As the wife. It collect.
It collect,
But when she retire, she can't collect for she one because he don't collect one already, so she can't collect two. You get it? Sometimes you don't understand Creole.
I get it clearly, just I
But the
never
shaka-
thought of that possibility. You know, I wouldn't know how to approach that situation there.
He said, now the wife is on retirement, and Social Security Board told her he can't collect two benefits. What up with that? You can pay two benefits, but you can't collect two. Your husband will pay, husband dead, she will collect it.
I understand that, I understand.
Now she retired, they don't want to pay she for she one.
Well, there must be laws that govern this kind of situation. I don't know about those laws. I do know that, like when you said, a couple and the woman does not work and the man is the one who works and brings in, that woman, the wife, the widow really, gets the husband's pension, but does not get 100% of the pension. It only gets 60% or so of the pension. So if the person was supposed to be getting $800, then 60% of that is about $480. Okay? That's what they get. And this person has to be going to the Social Security Board every 6 months, reporting, for God's sakes, reporting to the Social Security. Es que todavía no tengo a nadie. And if the day they find out that you have somebody, they cut you off. I think that's so totally dumb. It's your money, it's your husband's money. In the first place. So whoever wrote those laws, ahí está, ya tenía una buena razón para ir al Seguro Social y aumentar. Porque eso es completamente absurdo.
You never think about that one there. But it is real and that's how it happened. So it's very important to make you go to the consultation today. And not miss it. Otherwise you can't, your voice won't be heard. 10 o'clock this morning. You were saying about a guy that crashed.
You have any information on that?
Well, according to information received, that they had a head-on collision on the August Spanish Road, and one person died. I think he's an employee of Boeing and Boeing here in Orange Walk, from Palmar, no? Sad tragedy, but again, this begs to the drivers on the road back there, how yeah, I got pretty road and stuff. We can't just speed, man. I don't want to talk about that speed, no, because the damage on a vehicle when they show on the crash, the pickup wreck. And if you make a cycle cars and damage, I must have some serious speed. Like I just hold on. We're not telling right now. Exactly.
What you looking for?
The traffic accidents. I just want to see the damage on the vehicle. But anyway, drivers just be careful on that road there. The August Road, the highway now, so you attend for one speed up like, just go on like speed devil, and bad things happen. So careful with that. The complaint somebody, I try to remember this because Raheem never really sent it for me, but I try to remember that somebody posted up on social media that then if the town council fix the street by the school, St. Peter's School, the hill I think, and then he cook the tar right out the sun, the scent really they affect the children there. I know the work have to get done, but I think in a school zones you have to find time when you have to do this kind of work, because is really a high odor, I must say. A high odor. What's that? Oh yeah, the high odor. Whenever it comes to the tar, and we want us the town board make them find the correct time for deal with this, no? It says here, I can just read this. It's a long thing, man. But anyway, it showed that it say, while passing by my old alma mater, St. Peter's School, I saw something that was upset me because of the health risk it posed. We are grateful when the potholes are filled and somewhat sealed by liquid tar. Little to do with dirt by burning this mixture in the open, and also near a school we are putting lives of children at risk. Why he said at risk? Because it has a strong odor, a chemical, and so. Not really wrong to fix this pothole, but I just think I will pick the time. Maybe paying them guys some overtime, some serious overtime, for fix work on the street, because the school hours and it affects, right? So while the tongue board is at work, at the same time I ask them if you pick the time and the area. Maybe they could do other areas in the tongue during the hours there, and maybe just adjust the time, because according to this person it is not too healthy, and some others do.
Is that the word he used? Too healthy? Is not too healthy, or is it the words that he used stronger words?
It upset me because the health risk it posed. Health risk is not too healthy on that, no. So it's just asking for a little bit more carefulness of how you go about. I mean, you have a lot of kids right there, right? Then somebody they ask, maybe Emmanuel, you don't know, maybe I don't know, they learn what's up with all them parks that Kevin, they put PUP names on it.
What you mean PUP names?
I don't know. Let me ask this person to give me more information, give more info. Apparently the man they name the park name, but they put low on PUP.
Which parks?
I don't know. I just tell you I don't know. I said give me more info, you know. Okay, this one here saying, oh, the lady giving me her Facebook. Okay, as soon as the show done, I'll link up with you and then we'll deal with that.
I'm sorry.
You were saying something?
No.
Oh, it's 8:44 inside our studio, so at the same time, they told him, I will never trust this, but anyway, the other day we were talking about some of the streets in town that were not we're not getting justice for our money. And somebody called Mr. Denny and tell him that they say that the street where they paved, they broke up. As far as I'm concerned, we didn't say that. We mentioned that some streets that the town council have been working on with manual paving, when they call, with the pan and the tar, they done the let go already, because the job not get done good. So, but people always try to cause mischief, you know. People always try to cause mischief. But anyway, if you know you're doing a good job, then kudos. You know. But the manual paving we're talking about, to be specific, it's not the workman, and I keep saying it already.
But the work that Demers has done is not only good, it's very good. Some of the streets back here in the new area, those streets are still good. Am I right?
Which street?
I gather that there are streets here in I don't know if it's around your area, Belize, Corozal Road, and all of those. I don't know where those are. But some streets that Demers did some time ago, many years ago, and they're still quite good. And the streets, especially when we're talking about Orchid Drive, it's good. So we're not. I'll be honest with you. If they were doing a bad job, I would say it, but they're not doing a bad job. Okay. That's a fact. And we did not mention anything like that,
No,
for sure.
no. As a matter of fact, I can tell you they did San Andres Street.
I don't know if it's San Andres Street.
By front of Muffles. I'm telling you because I saw them working there. That's my area. I know they do the one by DR's Pharmacy behind Shell there. Santana Street. They did that. And a couple other sheep, but I was stressing on the one that we're getting with the pan. Milk pan. Milo pan. Clean pan. No work. And see, I'm not sure if the council, I could be wrong, I'm not sure who do the street by St. Peter's Street, the hill by St. Peter's School, but they had to do it again. I think it was done manually. I'm not sure, but see, then you have him, the one by Riverside, Slaughterhouse Road, that was done with pan, milk pan, clean pan, and then the bulldozer, they load that corner back with this gravel, and the shovel, just throw it out manually, and eventually these things don't work. Trabaja. It's not the best way. This person say, saw in the news it was gazetted the housing site park will be named the Polo Briseño Park. Pasadita Park, he said they are starting to work, be named the Ramon Cervantes Park, Senior Recreational Park. So this person have a problem because all the park have in the name of all of the PUP name pass and gone. That's what they, and he said saw it in the news and it is gazetted already. So, and the Central Park was officially named the Central Park and not the Queen Elizabeth Park. That people are not a problem with.
So wait, hold on.
Remember, there's always a conflict about that. The Central Park was officially named as the Central Park and not the Queen Elizabeth Park. So they don't have no regard and respect for history.
Yo simplemente digo que es una vergüenza y un desrespeto a la historia, al hecho de que cuando vino la reina, a raíz de esa visita que hizo al pueblo de Orange Walk, y ahí, puedo decir que estoy tomando lados, es posible que lo esté defendiendo, pero legítimamente fue una legítima razón, para nombrar ese parque, el Parque Reina Isabel, porque en honor a la visita de la Reina Isabel a ese parque.
Well, you think because the
Mi hermano fue el alcalde entonces y
yeah, they must say change the avenue to Central Avenue, no? That's true? You think that then they go answer because they come on a time when a PUDP council may have power?
Of course they're changing it.
That's why, not you?
Of course.
Bad-minded.
Of course they're doing that. Because at the end of the day, it's very simply a gripe that it's the UDP who named it, the Queen Elizabeth Park, and hell-bent on stop on not being colonial. Oh, we have to get rid of those colonial names. Well, if you want to get rid of all the colonialism,
names,
then you have to get rid of Queen Victoria Avenue. Then you in Belize City. Then I suggest that they change Albert Street, the name of Albert Street, because Albert is after the Prince Albert. You have to change Queen Street. You have to change Princess Margaret Drive. Do you see the mayors there changing that? No. So when will we be able to grow?
Mature
up and say, tell you what, put politics one side and say, in honor of the visit of the Queen, that was named Queen Elizabeth Park, officially. I would want to see the day when that park is renamed Queen Elizabeth Park and then renamed in perpetuity, that nobody could change it. That's what I would like to see. I believe that for Central Park, then Queen Elizabeth Park, then Central Park, then Queen Elizabeth Park, then Central Park back again. Yeah, paren con la tonteria, man. And decide on one name. And I think that the most important thing is that the Queen visited us and was there at the Central Park, and it was named after her visit. 1985. Am I right? Okay?
What happened is that the mayor wasn't born as yet, or he was so small that he wasn't fully developed to understand what happened.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord.
I remember when the Queen called, you know. I was small, but I was able to stand in line and see when he passed and when he go to school, you know. I remember Pete was the officer in charge, you know. Sergeant Pete, salute the Queen, you know. But you don't know what they mean. They maybe must still mean a shot big.
Good Lord.
No, because you wonder, Emmanuel, how they could just come in and step on history like that, like you know, important. You understand me? How you could come in and just trample over time?
I can't understand.
Nobody could understand that. I mean,
I'll be telling you one thing. As far as that park is concerned, not that I have anything against it being named Central Park. Okay? New York has a Central Park. This one place guy is Central Park. But the point is that it was renamed the Queen Elizabeth Park. Okay? It was originally named, I think, Queen Elizabeth Park, way back from Nacho Vega days. Am I not right? It was the Queen Elizabeth Park first. Then it was Central Park. Then it was officially renamed the Queen Elizabeth Park. And fully refurbished too. 1985. And now we see it go back to Central Park again.
Yeah.
I remember as a child, there was an arch right by the entrance, and it said the Queen Elizabeth Park. A lot of people may not remember that, but I remember that. You still mean a Shalbeck, so you wouldn't remember that.
Well, I don't argue about that. I had to tell you about when the Queen may come. My point is that how could you just get in there and just disregard history? You know, at least the name Queen Elizabeth Park would make people.
Wasn't that a
good
enough reason to rename it? Or are we still hell-bent in trying to change everything that reminds us of colonialism? This affects you if you want it to affect you.
You see how the mayor biased? Because if you name one park here, if we Polo Briceño Park, then you go in on the other side of town and name one next one, Ramon Cervantes Sr. At least you can say...
I don't have any problem with those names.
No. Hold on, man. No, because you don't have a problem, man. Shut up.
But
at least you can say, name one the Agrippina Espejo Park.
That's a point.
Is it fair to all concerned, whether all are in Dracanos? I know they like stand up and say election all election time. That's not their favorite line. Who are you have good UDP leaders who has passed on and could say, well, get the honor of naming a park in their name. You know, but clearly them people not care about nobody and nothing. They do for their own thing.
And those decisions were not made by Kevin. Those are
Sugar City man, show hello. What are you going to happen?
Talk to me. Elizabeth Park, right.
Queen Elizabeth Park.
Thank you, sir.
He said, Dylan, please ask Emmanuel if you know what add up on stray dog.
Oh, good.
Wait, no, I'll give him the Chihuahua. You know, he let me. With papers, people could think so wickedness.
¿Dónde te calas esas tonteras?
See, they say, a semana le vamos a dar para stray dog.
And to God, everything go through that was stray dog for stray dog, you know, because if on Facebook was stray dog about me so here around there and people look for their owner for the stray dog. And they thought that this was genuine.
No man, give it a Chihuahua.
Just lad. I don't think that
give it one Chihuahua.
No comment there.
LOL, laugh out loud. I want to make the morning, Papa. Papa, you know what? Better we get out of this place.
Yes.
Before we get in trouble. You don't think so?
Yes.
We are jump out. Don't forget tomorrow, Wednesday night, is the Zenaida Moya show, no? Straight out of Channel 10. Tomorrow is Zenaida way. We never get criteria for this week, but we could check out on our Facebook page and know the topic for tomorrow.
But we can always talk about it tomorrow, announce it to the people tomorrow.
Oh, yes, you're right. Call it tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, no? The Zenaida Moya show. 8 o'clock tomorrow night. With that, we say we get out of here for now. My clock says 2 minutes away from 9.
And that's exactly what my clock has as well.
For Maurice Kokom on camera, Rahim Wagner on control, I want to say belated birthday greetings to Gapi. Gapi celebrated his birthday yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Happy birthday to you. And our director, Mr. Robert Checky Usher. My name is Dylan Jones.
My name is Emmanuel.
Saying, have a wonderful day, Belize, and so long.
Sugar City Morning Show.